I searched around online. I found one where this guy was actually sanding his shit down. Are you one of the unlucky few that purchased an ND filter, put it on your drone, and it just got stuck? Coming up next, we're gonna talk about that, and we're gonna do some ND filter drone footage of my son mountain biking. So here was the original plan for this video. First, I was going to show you the filter getting stuck during the initialization process. Second, I was going to sand down the edges of the filter like I saw in the video with the guy with the scary fingernails. Then you would see the altered filter working. I'm reading it off of here, it's so stupid. There was one problem. When I reseated the filter on the Mavic camera, wait for it, it worked just fine. So solution one, in order to better seat my ND filter on the Mavic lens, I turned it upside down with the Mavic off. Held the lens casing in one hand firmly, but not too firmly as to damage the gimbal. Spun very ever so lightly the ND filter onto the lens until it was seated all the way down. Then test it by turning on the Mavic and let it do its gimbal initialization stage. 5. Fly it. Fly that son of a bitch. Fly it up in the sky high like a Solution 2, I suppose. If you wanted to try to sand down your brand new filter that you paid 20 bucks for, you could do that. Or probably a better idea would just be to return it and then get a better one. Pay a little bit more money for a better filter. It's probably what I should have done. But mine worked, so I didn't have to sand it down.
Suck it.
So suck it. Next. Oh, I wanted to change places, but it's just so much work to set up one place. Let's just stay here. What do you say? So now that that's out of the way, let's test these filters. So I'm up here at beautiful Table Rock. There's beautiful rocks. That's why it's called Table Rock, and it's a table. I'm gonna throw that out. We're gonna test out the ND filters on some sweet mountain bike footage. I was gonna do the mountain biking, but then I thought, my son's pretty okay. He's almost better than me, so I'll let him do the actual rock climbing bit.
Almost.
The area you're about to see is called Rock Island, for pretty obvious reasons. The plan is we're gonna fly the drone following my son. We have it in, what's that called again? My brain just goes blank when I start doing this. Oh, it's called active tracking mode. If you haven't seen it before, I'll probably do a video tutorial on it someday, but I'm sure there's probably about 100,000 people that have done this same video. So you can probably just look, active tracking, DJI Mavic Pro, look it up. I gotta do everything for you. I've got the settings on the Mavic Pro at 4K, 30 frames per second. I chose 30 frames per second because I might want to slow motion some of it. It's actually action, so maybe we'll slow motion some of it. We're using D-Cine-like. I hear that's probably the best to use. D-Log is supposed to be better, but there's a lot of work that gets done, and you can get the same beautiful image with Cine-like, so we're gonna use that. I set the sharpness to +1, the contrast to -1, the saturation to -1, and I put the white balance. I took it off of auto because apparently that's a big faux pas. Is that the right word for that, Tona? And I set it to sunny. The ISO is at 100. I wanted manual focus. That's actually a big lie. It was on autofocus the whole time. So somehow when I did this, I didn't turn off the automatic shutter speed settings. So it kept changing the shutter speed depending on the light settings. I'll have to figure out how to do that. For each shot, I'll put in what settings it ended up being. So we tested with no filter. We tested with the ND8 filter and the ND16 filter. I skipped the ND4 filter for two reasons. One, it's really sunny out here, and two, I forgot to hit record when I was filming that part. That's a pretty bird. Look, birdie. What was I saying? So, I've been rambling long enough. Let's get to it. Here's the footage. Tona's just looking at me like I'm an idiot. So hopefully if you've had the issue that I'm talking about where your gimbal gets stuck because of your brand new Indy filter, I would say, again, first, see if you're really seating it correctly, because that's actually an important piece to make it to work properly. I don't think I was. So I searched around online. I found one where this guy was actually sanding his shit down, and he made it fit that way. If you have to sand it down, I guess you can try that. I don't necessarily advise it, but again, like I said, if you're in that situation, I'd say return it and get a better one that will fit, that will reseat. So we talked a little bit about that. Also, I hope you enjoyed the footage. My son's pretty good. I don't know if I'll throw the crash he had in there or not. He seems like he wants me to put it in there, so I guess I will put it in there. And yeah, until next time, always remember, I'll see you guys on the next video. Oh, wait. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next video. Peace out.